Hello everyone, welcome to another session on goods and service tax filings. In our previous session, we took an overview of the documents required for getting enrolled under GST. Today, we will see how GST registration is done on the GST portal. We will have a live demo of registration on the GST portal. So before proceeding to the portal, let us first quickly recap what are the documents that are required. PAN card and Aadhaar card. These documents are required in case of individuals and HUF registration. Also, in case of company or partnership firm or other constitution of business, PAN and Aadhaar of the authorized signatory is mandatory. Next, proof of business address like rent agreement or utility bills. Then, bank details, cancelled check or bank statements. Then, constitution of business. So, in case of partnership deed is required. In case of company, incorporation certificate is required. Passport size photographs of signing authorities or the proprietor. Digital signature is required in case of companies or LLPs. So to start the registration process, we need to visit www.gst.gov.in. After visiting, we need to navigate to the services portal and then to registration and further to new registration option. So let us start the registration process. So this is the GST portal and this is the home page. This we have already seen in our previous session. Here we have the services option. Under this, we have to navigate to registration option and then to new registration. This is the part A of the registration form. We need to fill up this option in order to proceed to part B of the registration form. So let's fill up part A. This is the new registration. I am a taxpayer. Select state. Let us select the state Jharkhand. You have to select the district then. District is state capital Ranchi. Legal name of the business, that is as per PAN. Then let's fill up part A of the registration form. This is a new registration. We don't have a TRN yet. TRN will be generated upon the submission of this page. So I am a taxpayer. Select state. Let us select state Jharkhand. Then district, state capital Ranchi. Legal name of business, that is name as per PAN. This is a proprietorship firm and the name of proprietor is Vinod Kumar. Then the PAN. Email address. Then mobile number. then the captcha code. Proceed. So let's fill part A of the registration form. So this is a new registration and we don't have a temporary registration number yet. This number will be generated upon the submission of part A of the registration form. So I am a taxpayer. Then state, let us select Jharkhand. State capital Ranchi. Legal name of business, that is name as per PAN. So we have, this is a proprietorship business, so we have to mention the proprietor's name. Then proprietor's PAN. Then email ID. And finally the mobile number. Captcha and proceed. So the captcha is wrong. Here. So upon the submission of part A, OTP is sent on the mobile number and email ID provided in the form. So let us fill the OTP. Mobile OTP and email OTP. Proceed. So upon the submission, a TRN number has been generated. This is the TRN number. We have to note this TRN number for further login. Using this TRN, you can access the application from My Saved Applications and submit on GST portal. Part B of the application form needs to be completed within 15 days, that is by 29/6/25, using this TRN. So we have copied this TRN and we are proceeding to fill up part B. So now again we have to log in, but this time we have to log in using the temporary reference number. So this number we have already copied and we have to enter the captcha code. Proceed. So again OTP has been sent to the registered mobile number and OTP. This time same OTP has been sent on both the mobile number and the email. Let us fill the OTP again. And proceed. So after proceeding, this page will open and we have to take action, that is we have to start filling part B of the registration form. So let us start with part B. Here. So there are multiple tabs that we have to fill up. Each tab contains details of the business. So first tab is business detail, next is promoter or partners detail, next is authorized signatory, next is authorized representative, then principal place of business, then additional place of business, then goods and service tax, that is goods and services that are to be included in the registration State specific information, only few states are required to fill up these informations. Aadhaar authentication. So there are multiple tabs that needs to be filled up, like business details, promoter or partners detail, authorized signatory, authorized representative, principal place of business, additional place of business, goods and services, that is the goods and services that are to be included in the registration, state specific information, these are like professional tax information or others, then Aadhaar authentication, and finally the verification. So as we proceed to these tabs, the profile update status is reflecting here and it will get updated each time we update a tab. So let us start with the form. So let's fill up the first tab, that is business details. Trade name, if we have any trade name. Then constitution of business. This is the proprietorship business. Additional trade name, if any. We don't have any additional trade name. Are you applying for registration as a casual taxable person? No, we are a regular taxpayer. Option for composition. If you are opting for composition scheme, then we have to select this option. Reason to obtain registration. The reason for obtaining this registration is voluntary. So the date of commencement of business is, say, 12th. Indicate existing registrations. If we have any existing registration like VAT or CST or any other existing registration from this list, then we have to update it here. We don't have any existing registration. So this is the first tab that we have filled up. We have to save and continue. So here you can see the profile updation status. It's 11% now. Next is the proprietor's details. Name of the person, that is proprietor's detail, name of the person. So this data has been fetched from the part A that we have already filled up. Next, name of father. These details must be as per the PAN and Aadhaar. Then date of birth. Date of birth. Again mobile number. We have to fill up the mobile number once again. Email address. Again we have to fill up the email address. We are using the same email address for the proprietor and for the business. Then identity information. Here we have to fill the designation. In this case, he is the proprietor. There is no DIN. Are you a citizen of India? Yes, of course. This is the PAN that we have filled up in part A of the registration form. Then residential address. This we have to pin. So we have pinned the location and we have filled the address. Now we have to upload photographs, that is the proprietor's photo. So let us choose a file from the device. This photograph size cannot exceed 100 KB. Also authorized signatory, yes, the proprietor himself is the authorized signatory. Save and continue. So here we have filled up both the tabs and our profile completion status is 77%. So next we have to fill up the details of the authorized signatory. So we will just check this. He is the primary authorized signatory. Then we need not fill any details further. Everything is filled up from the previous page. Again save and continue. Then again our profile updated to 79%. Then authorized representative. We are not assigning any authorized representative. So save and continue. Now we have to fill up the details of principal place of business. So here we have filled up the business address. We have pinned the location and we have filled up the address along with latitude and longitude. This latitude and longitude has been fetched automatically as per the address pinned. Next, the state jurisdiction and the center jurisdiction of the officers. So this comes under the Ranchi West. This jurisdiction you have to search as per your state. Then the central jurisdiction. The central jurisdiction is Ranchi. Then we have to select the division. It comes under the South Division and the range, that is range 1. Email ID is auto filled up. Mobile number is auto filled up. Nature of possession of premises. Here we have to select the nature of possession of premise document. Like if it is consented, leased, others owned, rented or shared. So we are attaching a consent letter. So we will select this option. Here we have to attach a consent letter, electricity bill, legal ownership document, municipal khata copy or property tax receipt, any of these. So we are attaching a consent letter. The maximum file size for upload is 500 KBs. So let us select the document. After attaching the consent letter, we have to upload the proof of principal place of business, that is consent letter, electricity bill, legal ownership document, municipal khata copy or property tax receipt. So we are uploading a municipal tax receipt. Here we have attached both the documents. Then nature of business activity being carried out at the above mentioned premises. We have to select among these: bonded warehouse, EOU, STP, EHTP, that is export oriented unit and others. Then export, then factory or manufacturing, then import and supply of services, leasing business, office oblique sale of office, recipient of goods and services, retail business, warehouse or depot, wholesale business, work contract and others. So in this particular registration, we are applying for a supplier of services category. If we have any additional place of business, we have to select this option also. So we don't have any additional place of business in this case, so we are not selecting this. Save and continue. Now our profile completion status has moved to 96%. Next is the details of additional place of business. We don't have any additional place of business, so we will simply continue. Then comes the goods or services. We have to select maximum of 5 HSN codes or maximum of 5 SAC codes or mixture of these. In this case, since we are applying for a service related category, we have to select the SAC codes. So let's select search by name or code. Since we don't remember the code, let us search by name like media. So the agency will be involved in sale of advertisement space in print media. This is the one services that the agency will be supplying. Next, the agency will also be supplying production related, that is media production related services. So we have what options we have? We have motion pictures, videos, television and radio program production services. Yes, we have to include this. Then again we'll write production. Audio visual post production services. Yes, the agency will also include these services. Again a production. Performing arts events production and presentation services will include this also. So we have specific set of services that the agency will carry on. Again save and continue. State specific information. We have to fill up the professional tax employee code number, professional tax registration certificate number, state excise license number, name of the person whose name excise license is held. We don't have any such registration yet, so we won't fill up any of the particulars and we will leave it blank and proceed. Save and continue. So now our profile is complete up to 98%. Next is Aadhaar authentication. Do you want to opt for Aadhaar authentication of details of promoters, partners, primary authorized signatory added by you? Yes, we will do, because without Aadhaar authentication, the application form will not process for grant of registration. So here are the details that we have filled up. Save and continue. Okay. Next is the verification page. Here is the declaration. I hereby solemnly affirm and declare that information given herein above is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief, and nothing has been concealed therefrom. So we will give this declaration and we will submit the application with the EBC. So OTP has been sent to the registered mobile number. So let's fill the OTP. And validate. So upon the successful submission, system is verifying or validating the information submitted by you. Acknowledgement, that is ARN, will be made available at your registered email ID and mobile number. So once this application is successfully submitted and validated by the department, ARN number will be generated with which we can track our application in future. But one thing is important to note here, that although the application has been submitted, but this application will not be processed until Aadhaar authentication has been done by the proprietor or the authorized signatory. So this is the overall registration process at the GST portal. So there are some common mistakes that we need to avoid while filing registration application, like PAN mismatch, then incorrect or blurry documents, or incorrect file format, or the size of the file must be as per the standards, then wrong HSN or SAC code. We need to be very specific about the goods or services that we are going to supply under the registration we are obtaining, then missing signatures and incorrect address formatting. So the final tips and conclusion: save the TRN and ARN carefully. The TRN will be used in case any query has been raised by the department, then we have to respond via this TRN only. ARN will be used to track the application status. Then respond quickly to the queries. In case of any queries raised by the department, we must respond within the timeline. Then double check documents and details before submission. So that's it for the registration. In the next session, we will look at the amendments and the cancellation of GST registration. So that's it. Thank you.